What has been, oh, excuse me, look at me. Oh, like, good boy. Good Lord. What has been the reoccurring theme the past couple of days? I definitely believe in signs and um I believe that's how God speaks to me is through signs. I mean, he don't come and sit on my shoulder and tell me stuff as much as I would like for that to be the way he communicates so I can know that it's it don't usually work like that. It hasn't yet. But I do get these confirmations and these signs that let me know or give me direction on where to go or where I should go. So with that said, the theme the past couple of days has been letting go. Um, it's been I mean, everywhere I see turnaround is letting go. And my journey hasn't been I'm not, I'm not a young, well, I'm not old, but I'm not in my 20s, I'm an adult, I'm a grown man. And it's been an interesting journey, right? And I've have definitely felt slighted about a lot of things. And I remember, was that last year? I think it was last year when we was doing the amp thing. Um, and I feel like it was a little longer than that because it was such a process going through that amp thing. But when I remember when that situation was presented to me, and I think something had just happened too, where I was upset. I was angry. I'm not like, there's no other way to put it about it. Like people were fucking with me. You get what I'm saying? And I think I had enough of taking shit on the chin. You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, at this point in the game, it's like, if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. And I don't need you. So let me show you how I really feel. Okay. Since you want to play games. And I just let it fucking loose to the people that I felt was slighting me. And because of their status or their positions, I wasn't um I was holding back a lot. And I decided not to do that no more. Um, but in that, right, I did. I went the fuck off. And I did it for a long time. Uh but I think it's definitely time to let that go. I mean, I the truth is that I think that I've been over those things for a long time. The not being picked, but I think that, and this is my perception, when I was not interested anymore, like moving, then they would do things. Certain people would do things to get my attention, just to have my attention, not to really want to do anything. And I was fucking pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to do something here, and you're just playing with me. And I don't got time for that shit. The fuck. So, but yeah, uh, letting go is important to let go. And I'm at a space where that shit doesn't fucking matter anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm concerned with. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna be with those people. So what's next? Um, but without any hard feelings on my end, you get what I mean? Like my energy needs to be clear and clean, and I'm moving in grace and in love. You know, my actions are purely out of moving forward. It has nothing to do with those people. I don't even really want to talk about that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Um, Another thing that's been that I wanted to talk about. I've been following Ian Schwartzman, and he has a newsletter that I look forward to. It comes out on Mondays and Fridays. It's called the Roll Call, and I've been considering piggybacking off of his advice because it's really good advice, and he's a knowledgeable guy. And I just appreciate innovative people. I like what they're doing over there, him and Joe, and he's got his hands in a couple of different situations, Ian. But I pay attention because I believe that what he has to say is valuable. And the things that don't work, I let them fly. But if the things that matter, I apply them. You chew the meat, you spit out the bones type situation. And I really appreciate uh his perspective on things. So his last newsletter came out today. It was basically saying as one opportunity ends, like when one door closes, another one opens. It's kind of like letting go, like along right on theme. Like the be open to new ideas and new possibilities. Be appreciative for experiences. And as hard as it is sometimes to let them go when it's over, it's time to let them go because it's over. I saw something else that was really that stood out to me. It's like, and I probably seen it before, but it just stood out to me right now. And it was like, I don't own anything. Everything in it is an experience, you know? And that really helps out with like attachment to things. You know what I mean? Like we don't own nothing. Everything is an experience. Everything is an experience. So with that being said, moving on, keeping your eyes open and your heart open to the possibilities and creating them is where my heart is at right now. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm here now, because I really I'm just sharing, like this isn't really a structured podcast at the moment. It's just me updating on the happenings, and what's on my mind and sharing and seeing who out in the world it connects with. That's really all this is right now. And uh it'll it'll grow as I see fit. You feel me? Um so but yeah, I am being strategic in that still. It's not just swinging in the dark, like there's a purpose behind it. Um so yeah. And yes, I'm gonna be smoking marijuanas because that's what I do. I definitely do. Um, so I got some new music out. Song is called Spilt Milk. It's a little different from, well, yeah, a lot of my songs are love songs. I haven't put out a lot of heartbreak break music, and I didn't want to. approach this situation from a sad standpoint. I wanted to uh, speak on it, but from a perspective of after I was over it. And that's how I decided to express it. Um, and it really wasn't about like, it really wasn't about, oh, you missed out on me, like, which, be that as it may, it really was about spilt milk. I'm not crying over it. Like this was an experience. Uh, it was what it was. And, you know, the truth of the matter is that I may have been slighted. I may have gotten the short end of the stick in some instances, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You still trifling, but I still wish you the best. You know what I'm saying? Or that was trifling because maybe you've changed. It's been so long, but the action was trifling. And I ain't crying over that shit no more. Like, and it was more than one situation too. It wasn't just about one person. It was a conglomerate of things. Like one verse was about one situation. The next verse was about a different situation. And the chorus was kind of like, I guess, lumping or generalizing all of those things, like even ones that I didn't really specify. You get what I mean? So yeah. And also a little story behind that song Spilt Milk. It started out as a different song. Um, and I was revamping it, right? It just so happens that I didn't use any of the old song in this new song, which was interesting. So yeah. Spilt Milk streaming in all platforms. I mean, I got a couple of songs out now, and I'm working on some new stuff. But I got some music out. Uh, yeah, I got some good ideas too that I kind of been sitting on, and I want to act on, and I'm excited about them. Oh yeah, I'm not going to talk about them, but I'm excited, and I want to experiment with with my ideas. And I think that a lot of times as creative, well, I can only speak for myself, but if I was to be honest, I think that a lot of the things that hold me back personally is wanting it to look a certain way and not wanting it to look bad because you have these high expectations of yourself. And it's like, nigga, if you starting out, that shit probably gonna be trash. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get past the trash uh part for it to get good. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's um it's humbling, man. It's humbling. Nobody wants to really look like a beginner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to look like they've got it all together, you know. um that's why my camera is shit. You know, it's the truth, like there's a reason why I'm not just talking into uh a phone. Like there's a reason why, because I have a certain expectation of myself, and I also have access to it, and it's like, okay, that's what it's for. So anyway, this is me sharing. I need to take my ass to the gym. I have slacked a little bit this week, but it's okay. Uh, because I've got today, thank God for today. And I can get it together and get something in there. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go work out and finish my school project. I'm doing photography this month. And that should be fun. Some photo editing and some Photoshop and things like that, and photography theory, learning about symmetry and asymmetry and the rule of thirds. There's a couple of other things. Um, some theory. I took some notes, but yeah, there's a few other ones that I'm interested into. I'm interested or excited to implement into my creative compositions, if you will. Okay. All right. Um, both visual and audio, you know. All right. How long has it been? We don't know.